guys, this is my review for Extreme Rules. Now, overall, I thought it was an okay show. This is coming from somebody who stopped watching Raw and SmackDown. I'm watching like one show a month. So I thought it was an okay show. Maybe you thought different. But let's get into the match card. Now, I didn't see the pre-show. I think it was Kevin Owens and Buddy Murphy. I didn't see that. I fell asleep. The first match was the New Day versus Nakamura and Cesaro for the Tag Team Championships. I thought it was a good match, fun opener, a lot of spots, a lot of fast-paced spots. Big E hit his spear, then he's running, he hit the spear on the outside. This man's gonna break his shoulder one day. It looks good, but this man gotta be careful. Then Big E launched Kofi over the ropes to the outside of the ring, and Kofi just splatted onto the table that Cesaro and Nakamura held up. I thought that was pretty funny. Then Kofi stacked up tables on top of each other on the outside. There was more spots. I didn't really write down everything. The match ended with Cesaro on the top rope. Kofi went up to the top rope to hit some move, like a Hurricane Rana, I think. But Cesaro caught him, got him up into a powerbomb, and dropped Kofi through both of the tables. It was a sick spot. So, good match. Really good opener. Next match was Bayley versus Nikki Cross for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Again, I thought this was a good match. Nikki got a lot of offense in the beginning. She kicked out of Bayley's belly to belly finish. At one point in the match, Bayley hit the turnbuckle really hard, and Alexa hit her spinning DDT.
What?
On the outside, that looked really good. I like this ending. So, Sasha Banks distracted the referee and basically tossed her brass knuckles, the legit boss knuckles, at the side of the ring. Bayley picked up the brass knuckles, knocked Nikki in the stomach really hard. I thought that was good. Gave Nikki the belly to belly and retained the title. I thought that was a good match. Next, MVP came out and Bobby Lashley. He was supposed to face Apollo Crews. Now, I haven't been watching the show, so I don't know if Apollo Crews is hurt or he has the coronavirus. Whatever's the case, MVP came out and basically said, I get the title, the United States title, because Apollo is forfeiting. Whatever. The next match is Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins, an eye for an eye. Now, I haven't been watching, like I said, for the 100th time, but I've been following this story. Basically, Rey Mysterio has been out with an injury because Seth Rollins bashed his eye into the corner of the steel steps, and while he was out, Seth has been trying to recruit his son Dominic into his cult or whatever, and, Rey Mysterio's not having that. So Mysterio came back and he said, okay, you tried to take my eye, I'm gonna take your eye. So it's an eye for an eye match. I thought this was a good match. It started a little slow. Ray at first attacked Seth Rollins from behind. Then Ray was supposed to make his entrance. They both went back and forth for each other's eyes. Ray went outside, grabbed like a piece of steel. Seth Rollins grabbed a kendo stick. He hit Ray with a kendo stick. They battled to the outside. Seth Rollins kept grabbing like sharp objects to poke at Ray's eye. At one point, Seth tied Ray up, but Ray battled out. Ray picked up the pace in the ring. He hit this nice looking frog splash. Seth Rollins missed a curb stop. Rey Mysterio hit a tornado DDT from the apron. Ray tried to jab like a kendo stick into his eye. Ray hit the 619. They went outside. Ray hit the curb stomp and he grabbed Seth and tried to bash his eye into the steel steps like he did to Ray, but Seth hit him with a low blow. The match ended. Here's what I didn't like. The match ended. Seth Rollins gave Rey Mysterio the curb stomp after the low blow. Curb stomp, super kick. He grated Rey Mysterio's eye into the corner of the steel steps. They cut to an angle there. Seth Rollins sees what he did and starts throwing up. Then they cut to an angle there it's CGI'd. I'll try to put a clip in here if I figure out how. They CGI'd Rey Mysterio's eye popping out of his head. And Seth Rollins wins the match because it was an eye for an eye. Ray's eye popped out of his head. I didn't like this finish. Good match, bad finish. Dominic came out. Him and EMTs helped Ray up the stage, get them to the back. Seth Rollins can't believe that he did. He's in shock. He went to the back. I didn't like that. Next was Asuka versus Sasha Banks, Raw Women's title. It was a slow start. They were going back and forth. Sasha Banks went up into I don't know what she was trying to do, but she had Asuka by the arm, and then Sasha came down. Asuka kicked Banks in the stomach. That was really cool. The pace slowed back down. At this point, I was having network issues, which was going on for the rest of the night. When my network came back, Sasha Banks was in the middle of hitting a frog splash, which looked really nice. After that, Asuka took back the offense. She hit some nasty German suplexes onto Sasha, almost like broke her neck on one of them. Asuka had Sasha on the top rope, went for a German. Now, she hit the German, but Sasha landed barely on her feet. She was this close to landing on her neck. So Sasha went back up to the top rope. She slipped off, and I don't know what happened, but she hurt her knee. Here's another finish I didn't like. Asuka had Sasha in the Asuka lock. Bayley gets on the ropes and distracts the referee. Bayley comes into the ring, and then drops the belt, and goes out the ring. Now, Sasha went to pick up the belt. The referee basically tells Sasha you can't use the belt, and he takes it from her. Now, Sasha's arguing with the ref. Asuka is behind her. Sasha goes to turn around. Now, the ref is still behind Sasha. Sasha turns around. Asuka goes to spray the mist in Sasha's face. Hits the referee with the mist. The ref goes down. Sasha grabs the belt and hits Asuka with the belt. Bayley comes back in, rips the referee's shirt off of him, puts it on, and counts the pin. Now, they're acting like Sasha just won the title, but on commentary, they basically said she can't do that. Asuka is still the champion. So I didn't like that. Let's see where they go with that. Now the main event is Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler for the Universal title. Basically, I don't know how because I don't watch SmackDown, but Dolph Ziggler got to pick the stipulation. So he comes out and announces the stipulation. He basically said, I can go by any rules I want to. No DQ, whatever. But Drew, you gotta play by normal rules. If you do anything, you're disqualified. I'm the champ. So those were the rules for the match. This match was really good. This was probably the match of the night for me. I really enjoyed it. Ziggler, at the start of the match, Ziggler bumped around for Drew like he usually does. Ziggler played games. He went on the outside. He got a chair. Drew couldn't hit him with the chair. Ziggler went outside again, set up the table. Drew went outside. He got Ziggler up for a suplex and went to suplex him through the table. But if he does, he's disqualified. So he thought better of it, turned around, suplexed him on the floor. They get back into the ring. Ziggler basically kicks him in the dick. He picks up a chair. He starts nailing him with the chair. They go to the outside. Drew McIntyre, they go on the commentary table. I didn't get this. He didn't want to suplex Ziggler through the table the first time. But now he went to belly, Ziggler through the commentary table. I didn't get that. But Ziggler reversed, hit a famouser. They battled. They get back into the ring. Drew hit the reverse Alabama slam. He went for the Claymore. Ziggler reversed. Ziggler hit the zigzag for a 2 count. I thought that was really good. They go outside. Ziggler hits him with a super kick. Sets him up on the table that he set up earlier. Ziggler went up and hit him with an elbow drop through the table. That was a nice spot. They go back inside the ring. So this was a nice set of moves. Ziggler hits him with the famouser. Drew gets up. He hits him with a zigzag. Drew gets up. He hits him with a rock bottom on one of the steel chairs in the ring. Drew kicks out of it too. So Dolph clears the ring of all the chairs. He's getting mad. Turns around. Drew hits a Claymore for the 3. That was a nice match. Match of the night for me. I wrote down Shotzi Blackheart because she was one of the highlights in the crowd. She was jumping around, jamming to everybody's theme. She was fun. She reminded me of Big Swole a couple weeks ago on AEW. She was just having fun, Shotzi Blackheart. So, good for her. Now, the cinematic match of the night. Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman in a swamp. Is it a swamp match? I don't know the whole title, but this is probably my favorite cinematic match that they've done so far. This was really good. So it starts off with Braun in his truck. He pulls into the swamp. He walks into the swamp. He sees Bray in the rocking chair. Bray gets up. Bray disappears. Braun picks up the rocking chair and throws it at a sign. So Braun walks into the swamp. He gets attacked by all these people. He's fighting them off, defending himself, whatever. All of a sudden, Braun gets hit in the back with a shovel, and you see old Braun with the black sheep mask. He lifts up the mask and he starts laughing. I thought that was nice. They cut to inside of, I guess, Bray's cabin or Sister Abigail's cabin, whatever, and Braun's chained up to the chair. You see Bray walking in, making his entrance. His music's playing. He's walking past like a canopy that's all lit up with fireflies and lights. It was nice. He's got the lantern. He walks up to Braun and he basically tells him, you can't kill me. I'm already dead. Your success is temporary. Who's gonna care for you when your 15 minutes are up? This universe is toxic. Everybody's infected. And if you join me, we can rule together. We can fulfill the prophecy. Then he says, let me show you something, Braun. So this female figure walks in with a snake. The snake bites Braun. Braun wakes up near a campfire. More people jump in, starts attacking Braun. Braun fights him off. This big-ass guy comes at Braun with a stick. Braun blocks it, breaks the stick in half, pushes the man down. The man rolls into the campfire. Braun stands there just laughing while the man is on fire, basically. He's burning up. This was my favorite part of the cinematic segment. So, the man leaves off screen, whatever, the burning man. Braun walks through the swamp. Then he hears a noise saying to him, come home, Braun, come home. Come home, Braun, come home. So he looks off into the distance. You could see a lady standing there. They zoom in onto the lady. She lifts up her headdress or veil, whatever she had on. It's Alexa Bliss. She keeps saying, come home, Braun. You know you wanted to be with me. Come home. We can be together. I love this. I popped. They showed clips from them together at the Mixed Match Challenge. This was great. All of a sudden, Bray comes from behind, starts attacking Braun. Braun gets him and chokeslams him onto a boat, and the boat sails away. Now, Braun walks away into the dark. All of a sudden, he turns around. He sees the boat coming back. The boat comes into the dock. Braun looks into the boat. Bray's not there. Bray comes from behind, throws Braun into the swamp, and basically tries to drown him. Braun fights him off. He swims to the dock, gets back up on the dock. He's laying there, breathing, whatever, trying to catch his breath. You see Braun looking up. Bray's in front of him, staring down. Bray hits him with some kind of, I think it was a shovel or a piece to the shovel that maybe old Braun hit Braun with earlier. Bray beats him with a stick. Braun kicks Bray into the swamp. Bray's nowhere to be found. You think that's it, it's over. Braun's kneeling down. He's like, that's it, it's done, you're done, it's over. All of a sudden, Bray's hand comes out, drags Braun into the swamp. You don't see any of them again. That's it. All of a sudden, the swamp goes red and the Fiend pops out. And it ends just like that. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was the best cinematic thing they've done. Overall, I thought it was a good show. Like I said, the main event was the match of the night. Ziggler and Drew killed it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Did you watch it? Or are you going to go back and watch it? Do you just listen to reviews online on YouTube? Let me know. Leave a like if you like my review. Subscribe if you're new. And have a nice night, guys. Peace.